Hi guys, ready to do some yin this afternoon? So today's practice will be all about encouraging ourselves to sync with the qualities of what nature is right now. We are in the midst of autumn. So let's consider that feeling of just releasing and letting go. Hence, my wild hair is going to stay down for this practice, just letting it go. We touched on Louise Hayes's quote this week, which was some beautiful words that have continued to extend through my days since we spoke of them. I feel safe in the rhythm and flow of ever-changing life. So we will continue to work with what is letting go and going with the flow, and certainly, as we all know, going with the flow in this ever-changing life. So when you're ready, guys, we're going to come down and start with a chest opener as we work a little more on our lung meridian today. So if you have some pillows, some bolsters, and or maybe even a block, so a little like a supported fish if you'd prefer to go there. Otherwise, start with your bolster and or pillows. I'll come to my mat and I'll show you how the pose looks. So when you're ready, let's get started. So I'll be using my bolster. Some of you might use pillows. So again, just a little pillow across the small of your back. So if you don't have a full length bolster, you can always use a pillow and have that pillow across your back. So we're just encouraging this shape to open through the chest. So you might come down into this shape with those legs in a butterfly position, or you might use your bolster. Now that I'm here over my pillow, I think I will choose to stay over my pillow and not my bolster as I begin the practice. So again, you just take time. Some of you might have both and want to maybe explore both, and or just allow yourself to settle into which prop you're lying over as we allow ourselves to arrive to this yin practice today. The beautiful thing about arriving is just allowing yourselves to shut down the eyes. And in shutting down these eyes, visualize yourself quite literally landing in this body. Feel yourself sink into this body. And as you arrive to this body, as those eyes gently shut down, just take a moment to observe just the physical state your body is in at the moment. So as you start to slowly relax the body, you'll notice then maybe where you are holding on. So as we let the weight of the head fall heavy, relax your jaw and let the muscles of the face fall heavy. Let the neck and shoulders relax. The arms, the hands, the fingers and thumbs relax. The weight of the chest rests heavy. You notice the softness of your belly, breathing. As the weight of your hips fall heavy. Letting the knees fall heavy. Noticing the outside edges of the feet as they rest to the floor. Give yourself this moment to simply arrive and land in this body. You might even allow yourself to just gently close the lips of the mouth and just focus on that beautiful natural breath coming in and out of the nose. And as you notice the breath, you might then visualize those beautiful two big lung fields as they expand and contract with the ebb and flow of your breath. As we continue here for 10 more deep conscious breaths in and out through the nose. I feel safe in the rhythm and flow of this ever-changing life. As you start to ever so gently bring those knees together, allow yourself a moment with the knees resting towards one another. Just a moment here, observing maybe the energy, the rebound around your hips. You then might gently blink those eyes open and start to either slowly press up to remove your pillow or bolster. And as you do that, just resting them to the side, take a moment to gently sit with one leg crossed in front of the other. Those hands will rest on your knees, palms face down. Give yourself a moment here in rebound. Rebound is this time when you come out of a pose where you simply observe that magic beneath the muscles and bones of the body. And when you're ready, you'll start to gently peel those eyes open. Just taking the thumbs to rest across the palms of the hands and wrapping those fingers over your thumbs to make a very gentle fist. Finding our lung meridian point here on our chest, just below your collarbone. So you'll just allow yourselves to gently tap this space here. Relaxing into the shoulders. Just allowing those fists to gently find almost this percussive beat against this energy point as we stimulate the lungs here. Allowing ourselves to just breathe. You might find now it is a more purging breath where you'll breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go 5 breaths. Three more. Slowing that beat down to stillness as you now rest the hands once more on those knees. This time palms face up, eyes are still shut down. Again, just allowing yourself to gently observe the energy beneath the muscles and bones of the body. And then when you're ready, repeating that gentle mantra, I feel safe in the rhythm and flow of this ever-changing life. As you start to gently blink those eyes open, we'll find our twisted child's pose. So you'll slowly come over into a nice extended child's pose position with those knees wide. We're taking our right arm through first. So as you come down, your left arm will stay reaching forward and you'll just thread that right arm through. As you thread that right arm through, feel yourselves resting on the back of that right shoulder, and the left arm will just rest out in front, keeping your hips sinking towards your heels. And again, as the side of your head rests to the floor, if you're comfortable, you shut down those eyes. And just allowing yourself as you come into this shape to give yourself time to just settle in as you lean into the edges of this shape. Without forcing, just allowing yourself to be in this shape now. And as you find yourself resting in this shape, observe where you might still be ever so gently holding on. And maybe just allowing yourself, again with the support of those words, I feel safe in the rhythm and flow of this ever-changing life, to just slowly melt, release, and let go. Some of you might find that comes in the form of a more audible or conscious out-breath. It might be the feeling of the body sinking heavier towards the floor. It might be that feeling of not trying to be the best in this shape, but simply being in this shape. As you feel the weight of your head sink heavy, you allow the muscles of the face to relax as you let your jaw rest. Observing the weight of the body sinking down through the shoulders. A subtle twist into the torso. And then noticing maybe the weight of the hips as they just rest heavy without trying, just taking shape towards your heels. So you again think about those beautiful qualities of nature as it is right now. Autumn. Autumn is where things start to slow down, where our energy starts to come back to the center of who we are. As we start to gently release and let go. So we take 3 more breaths here. You'll then start to gently unweave that arm from beneath you. Place both hands to stack now beneath the forehead. As you take a moment to simply observe the body in rebound. As you explore a quarter puppy pose here, you'll slowly come through to all fours, bringing those knees a little closer. It's your right arm now that will extend forward, so the arm that was threaded beneath you. Gently reach that arm forward and bending that left elbow, just melting the heart down towards the floor. Once you arrive here, you might let your forehead rest down to the mat, or some of you may even use your pillow to rest, to support your head, as you maybe even rest your head off to one side. So just allowing yourself that moment to choose where you'd like to be. Remember, we don't force ourselves into these shapes. Just like the leaves falling from those beautiful autumnal trees. You just gently release and let go. In releasing and letting go, we're simply conserving our energy for what's important at this time in our life. So maybe even here in this moment, as you repeat those words, I feel safe in the rhythm and flow of this ever-changing life. Just gently ask yourself, what's important to me right now? As you take 3 more deep conscious breaths. And then you'll start to slowly find your way back to rebound, maybe sliding the pillow back with you to rest those hands both left and right by your feet. Give yourself a moment here in rebound, letting the shoulders soften, elbows soften. And then when you're ready, you'll start to slowly find your twisted child's pose to the other side. So with your twisted child's pose, knees are wide once more. The right arm is forward and you'll thread that left arm through. As you rest on your left shoulder, you might then turn your head to the right, letting the left side of your head rest to the floor. And allow yourself to just kind of find the shape that suits your body here. And as you do, if you're comfortable shutting down those eyes. And again, just recognizing where you still might be holding on. As you give yourself time to just rest in this shape here. As you feel the weight of your head fall heavy. And let the muscles of your face soften. Weight of the body sinking down through the torso. And the weight of the hips fall heavy. As you observe the front of your feet and your shins, your knees, just resting to the earth. I feel safe in the rhythm and flow of this ever-changing life. As you again allow yourself to maybe just ponder on what's important to you right now, at this time in your life. What's important? And you take 3 more deep conscious breaths. You'll start to then slide that left arm out, placing the hands beneath the forehead as you take a moment here in rebound. As you just simply observe the energy beneath the muscles and bones of the body. And when you're ready, we'll take our quarter puppy pose to the opposite side. Some of you might use that pillow again as the left arm extends forward, bringing the knees back to maybe hip distance apart. So from here, you'll just simply then bend your right elbow, melt that heart down, and once more, maybe turning your head off to the right, or if without a pillow, letting your forehead rest to the floor. So just allowing yourself again to take shape here. Melting that heart down towards the earth. Without forcing or pushing, just resting in the edge of the shape that is your body here in this moment. Softening into this shape. Allowing the breath to simply guide you a little deeper into the shape of your body. Keeping our mouth closed, it's just a gentle ebb and flow of the breath in and out through the nostrils. Three more breaths. And you'll start to slowly make your way back to rebound in child's pose with your hands resting by your feet. Give yourself a little moment here. That moment in rebound to simply ground into the presence of your body, your mind, and your spirit here. As you start to slowly roll up to sit on those heels, as we sit on these heels, those knees are together, allowing your shoulders to roll down and back. Again, really nice just to be in the energy of your practice here with the eyes gently closed. The hands are resting on your lap, maybe palms are facing up. Again, here in this moment, just allowing yourself to just gently ask the questions, not necessarily finding answers now, but just planting those seeds of what's important to me right now, which might allow you to get more clarity around what we need to simply let go of, what we need to release, so we can really conserve our energy at this moment in time for what's important. So let's bring one hand to our heart, one hand to our belly. And again, just planting the seeds. What's important to me now? As you start to blink those eyes open, we'll take a seated wide leg stretch. Some of you may find it's more comfortable to have those hips sitting higher. So you might place that pillow beneath your hips as we run those legs long. So again, working on our lung meridian, we'll come into a slight side bend. So some of you may, in fact, then use a bolster or a block to the inside of your knee or to the outside, whatever feels best. Or some of you might prefer to stay in a fold, and that's okay. Otherwise, explore with me now by maybe placing that right arm onto the block or your bolster as you then take that left arm overhead. Some of you might like to support your head, and or in time, you might then find you can let the hand release and just let that head side bend as well. So once we take shape here, just allowing yourself to relax those feet. Relax those sit bones. I know you'll be feeling the stretch in all sorts of places right now. So just simply observe as you take shape here. Some of you might find naturally that this top hand might want to rest behind your head. So just allow yourself again maybe to play with the hand resting behind the head and or with the arm just resting long overhead. As you just explore the breath as it's filling now the left side of your lung field. Really thinking about that breath going all the way to the depths of your lungs. Give yourself 5 breaths here. And then when you're ready, you'll just slowly roll forward. As you roll over that right leg, just let the arms rest, the head rest. Taking 3 breaths here. As you make your way gently back to a seated position. And as you come back, just take a moment, let the hands rest on the knees or the thighs. As you sit tall and rebound. Observing that chi, that energy, might be a change in temperature, a lightness, a zinging. And as you gently peel the eyes open, taking your block or bolster to the opposite side, again, inside or outside. I like it to the inside to encourage that rotation, but some of you might feel it's more available on the outside of your thigh. So again, maybe just giving yourself that time to explore what's right in your body this afternoon. Again, toes are nice and relaxed. Some of you might find that you want to just take a little fold towards the left thigh to begin, just checking in with your body and or placing that left elbow to the inside of your left knee and then taking that right arm overhead. So once more, you might support the head or you might just let that arm rest. Some of you might find the right hand might like to rest behind the head or just simply hang out overhead. So as you take this shape, once more relaxing those feet, shutting down the eyes, and again acknowledging that you'll be feeling this stretch in all sorts of places in your body. So just give yourself time to just settle in here. And in that settling in, feel the weight of the hips as they just rest heavy. And then just feel this natural side bend come into the body as the weight of the head is falling towards the left. And then you might like to more consciously direct your breath with that beautiful visual of filling the depths of the right side of your lung. Feeling that gentle expansion of the little spaces between the ribs on the right side and then down into that waist. Letting your body release and let go. So you move your energy towards what's important to you now. Conserving your energy for what's important. Five more breaths. As you might gently release the right arm and ever so slowly fold the torso towards the left thigh for 3 more breaths here. And then you'll start to slowly make your way up again to a seated position, letting those hands rest on your knees or your thighs. Shoulders roll down and back. Crown of the head extends to the sky. Just sip up all of that beautiful awareness of that transformation, that movement, of that chi, that energy, magic beneath the muscles and bones of the body. And then when you're ready, we're going to take a fold. So our legs will come back towards the top edge of your mat. I'm going to stay seated on my cushion today, so hips are higher than those knees. So again, some of you might find you want this bolster out in front. So feet and hip distance apart, and then you just allow yourself to fold forward over both legs. So here in this fold, allowing your head to also fall heavy, so you'll feel that slight tuck of your chin towards your chest. And the arms will simply rest by your side. The shoulders fall heavy. As again, you feel this shape in many areas of the body. Maybe it's at the base of the skull and the neck itself as you let your head fall heavy. Maybe it's the weight of the shoulders and the arms. Maybe the length of the spine, or simply the back of your hips and hamstrings down to the calves and feet. So again, just giving yourself the gift of time here. Don't force yourself into this shape. You will find your way into the depths of this shape with time and breath. So allowing those eyes to shut down. The jaw of the mouth is relaxed. The muscles of your face soften. And the weight in the shoulders and arms relax. As you don't force your breath, you just let your body breathe. And again, maybe just allowing yourself to have that beautiful visual of bringing all of that energy, conserving all of the energy to what's important to you right now. And in doing so, just allowing maybe even the energetic body to just release and let go of what's not important right now. Feel safe in the rhythm and flow of this ever-changing life. As I release and let go, what's important to me right now. Three more breaths. As you give yourself that moment to slowly come back up, you'll lean back into those hands. You may even now bend those knees. Taking your moment here and rebound. As you peel those eyes open, using your bolsters once more, removing pillows if you're sitting on those pillows, as we take a spinal twist here. So with the bolsters running lengthways on your mat, have it to the side of your hip. So my right foot here is turned in and my left foot is turned down as that bolster rests to the edge of my hip and waist. So then from here, you'll turn your torso to face that bolster. As you lie down, you'll let the hands rest either side. And with my knees facing in one direction, I will turn my head in the other. So allow yourself the opportunity to play with that. It will be a little more comfortable if the face is turning towards the direction your knees are, but to add more of a twist through the spine, you can turn your head to the opposite direction. So again, just allowing yourself to just maybe experiment, explore with where your body needs to be. And then once you arrive here, let's be here together. As you let the weight of your body, your torso, your chest, your head, to rest on the support of your bolster, or maybe it's two pillows that you have stacked on top of each other out in front. As we find this shaping your body, I'd like you to take 5 deep, full breaths. With every out breath, feel the release and let go. And then just staying with your natural breath for another 5 breaths. As you start to slowly make your way back up. So as you make your way back up, just take a moment, keeping the legs as they are, just sitting with the torso stacked above those hips, the eyes shut down again, just exploring, observing the magic of chi, energy, shifting, moving, transforming. And then when you're ready, you might simply turn your way to the opposite side. So now your left hip is to the edge of your bolster and your right foot is back here behind you. And then you'll turn that torso once more to face the bolster and then maybe let your head rest towards the left. If that's too strong, you let your head face the direction of your knees. Again, once you arrive here, shut down those eyes. Remember, if you don't have a bolster, just stacking 2 or 3 nice big bed pillows out in front to give you the height, so you have something here to rest on. Allowing yourself always first to feel safe. Feel safe in the rhythm and the flow of this ever-changing life. And then that giving you that sense that it's okay to then release and let go. Release and let go of what's not important right now. As you align yourself with those beautiful qualities of nature here in these autumn months. It's all about conserving our energy, starting to slow down, releasing and letting go. As you find those 5 deep, full breaths, with the intention of every exhale to gently release and let go a little more. And then just allowing 5 natural breaths without forcing, without pushing, just simply being here in the shape of your body. And then when you're ready, you'll start to slowly press your way up. And as you press your way up, give yourself a moment now to sit with both of those legs crossed. And again, maybe one foot and shin just resting in front of the other, giving those shoulders a roll. Hands resting on the knees. Take time to feel the magic of your practice. It might be a shift in temperature from one side of the body to the other. This little zinging feeling of energy moving beneath the muscles and bones of the body. And then when you're ready, using again pillows or bolsters, you'll rest them under the back of your hips. So you'll place it across your mat and then allowing yourselves to then just prop your bottoms up onto your bolsters or pillows, and then from here, lying yourself back. So as we lie back, just allow yourself to keep those knees bent for a moment, just letting the weight of the hips rest over the bolster, allowing the shoulders to fall heavy and flat beneath you. And just having this idea of now the chi and energy in the body coming down, and it's almost this gentle compression down through the lungs and heart as we then bring our legs into a tabletop position. Now, some of you might like to stay here for the duration of this pose. Others, it is snail pose and it is quite a strong shape. So please be ever so mindful of maybe how your neck and spine is feeling. This in itself is a beautiful shape to be in. For those who would like to go maybe a little deeper, you can simply let the thighs come down and rest towards your belly. For others, you might then start to lift your hips from the bolster. You might then rest the hands to the backs of your low backs. So remembering here, as you're resting on the backs of the shoulders, it will put an extra stretch through the spine and the neck. So I want you to be ever so mindful of how this feels. And if it is too strong, you come back to resting those hips on the bolster. With time, you might find the weight of the knees start to fall a little heavier. And maybe for some of you, the feet you might notice the feet in time touching the floor. Remember, we don't force the shape. You just take the shape and let time and breath take you where you need to be. The eyes shut down. Just allow yourself to explore. Again, this feeling of conserving our energy for what's important right now. As we give ourselves permission to just gently release and let go of what's not. Some of you might find you can let those hands gently extend overhead.
And again, just allow your body to take the shape that feels right for you. As we find 5 more deep conscious breaths. Just a natural breath for 3 more breaths. To come from this shape ever so slowly. Bring those hands back to rest beneath the hips as you slowly guide those hips back to the bolster. Take a moment, thighs are resting to the chest. Then the heels might drop towards your bottom. As those feet then gently find their way to the floor. As they find their way to the floor, roll that bolster so it now rests beneath your knees. With those feet resting wide, those arms resting wide as the weight of the body here now rests. As you unravel from your snail, observe the intense energy that might be shifting here and rebound. Just allow your body to rest here. Allow the weight of the head to fall heavy. Allow for the eyes to sink heavy. And the jaw of your mouth is relaxed. The muscles of your face soften. Your arms, your shoulders, your hands, your fingers, your thumbs relax. Just allowing the torso to rest towards the floor. Noticing the rise and fall of your breath. As the weight of your hips fall heavy. Your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet and your toes. As Lao Tzu says, life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. As you let the weight of your body now rest, with this opportunity to simply be in this beautiful shape that you are right now. Letting go of the need to fix ourselves or others, the need for control or perfection. Allow yourself to find the beauty here in this moment.
These beautiful words from Marie Kondo. By letting go of the things that have been in your life with a feeling of gratitude, you foster appreciation for and a desire to take better care of the things that are in your life. What's important to you? Letting go of the things that have been in your life with a feeling of gratitude. You foster the appreciation for and a desire to take better care of the things that are in your life. You may feel quite naturally as you allow things to come into your moments here now that maybe the corners of the lips turn up as you foster that appreciation for the things that are important to you in your life right now. As one hand comes to your heart, one hand comes to your belly. Feel the beautiful nature of your breath. Feel into the beauty of this moment. I feel safe in the rhythm and flow of this ever-changing life. You might like to gently roll to your preferred side, gently removing the bolster. And then taking your ever so sweet and precious time to slowly press your way to seated. And as you press your way to seated, again, maybe using the bolsters or pillows nearby, just allowing yourselves to sit with those legs crossed, those hands resting on your knees, palms face up or down. Just allowing yourself that opportunity as you sit tall, just to immerse and bathe yourself in that beautiful energy, that chi, that magic beneath the muscles and bones of the body. Let's bring our palms together. Let's create a little bit of warmth, a little bit of chi in the palms of our hands, the inner healer that is in the palms of these hands. And as you create that warmth, let's now bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, and then making some beautiful circular movements. Just disperse that beautiful energy through the body. And then just gently reverse the direction as we just condense that beautiful energy where it needs to settle. As we conserve this beautiful energy here and now for what's important. Letting the hands rest as you take that full breath in, all the way out. Those palms might come together now at heart center as you bow your head towards your heart. And in this moment here of reverence, of reflection, with gratitude as we gently release and let go. And with that appreciation for what's important to us in our life right now. As you turn the corners of those lips up, the light in me honors and sees that beautiful light shining in and from you all. Have a wonderful afternoon and evening. Namaste. Release and let go. Conserve your energy for what's important. Take your time if you've had some little moments of clarity, maybe just jotting those down. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, guys. Thanks for joining me in this practice today. Thank you for allowing me to join you in this practice today. And also just that reminder, we have classes beginning live again come Tuesday morning, so there'll be no live class tomorrow for Anzac Day. Have a wonderful night, guys. Mwah. I'll see you soon.